Let's keep doing this till we go live.
Oh, we're going live. And welcome everybody to Aggressive Humming by Laphaps Now and Deluks. It's gonna be 1 hour of us aggressively humming 3D Scorpions. That scared me. Scared me too. Skellyman. Wow, very professional.
Very professional.
Very professional, yes.
And then suddenly, very much so 3D Scorpions.
Well, you know what?
I'm looking at chat on your screen instead of actually, opening a thing up on my side. Yeah, go on.
Well, you know us. We're always very professional. Very, very professional. No, not at all.
Very professional.
Oh, and there's my cat in the background, of course. If you happen to hear a cat, she's just angry that I didn't feed her the right food and fast enough. So.
Oh, shame.
Oh, shame.
Shame,
just
kid.
check to see if all the streams are up.
Kitty.
Looks like everything's working.
I can't hear your cat at all, sir.
Oh, you can't? Oh. Well, I should squeeze her so you can hear her. She's very cute.
No, you take the cat and you squeeze it.
It's like a bagpipe. You just put it in under your elbow and you just. No. Oh my God.
Please. Don't play.
It's already broken down for us, Luke. It's already broken down for us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pre-event? No. Pre-event to the main event, which is tomorrow. So if you're here for a Cosmoteer tournament, it's not quite ready. It'll be ready tomorrow. Actually, we're going to be starting at about the same time tomorrow, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time and 5 p.m. GMT. So the Cosmoteer tournament number 3 is starting tomorrow. And for those of you that are like, oh, wow, I didn't even know you guys were holding a tournament. Well, how do I find out if there's tournaments? How do I find out what's going on with the community? Why is the sky blue? All of these questions can be answered with one simple solution. You can go to our Discord channel, which is linked in the description down below on the YouTube side. So yeah, if you are ever wondering when we're going to be holding tournaments, this is the one situation, I think out of all the tournaments I've ever done, except for maybe the first Cosmoteer tournament, this is the first time, I think, on a real main tournament, reassembly included in that I actually haven't advertised it on YouTube because we had enough people volunteer or join or jump into the tournament. The day I posted, as soon as I posted the announcement in the Discord, people were like clamoring in. So I guess that's probably going to be the solution going forward, unless we do a majorly huge event. If you're interested in joining our tournaments, of course, join us on the Discord, and that's probably the easiest way to get that heads up information. Anyway, joining me here today is the leader of the Laporian country, the master of his own domain, the military commander of the Last Stand Navy, and of course, otherwise known as Kim Jong Luke. Hello, Laphaps Now. Hello.
I love it. Hello, Deluks. Always good to be here. Hello, leader of the Deluxian Empire. Hello, creator of the Insectoids. And welcome, everyone else.
Ooh, that was weird. I never get introduced like that. I don't know. It felt kind of good. I liked it. I liked it. Maybe a little too much.
Guess how I feel.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I actually screwed something up. Okay, so as you can see on your screen today, we're going to be doing some admin work as well as doing a ship showcase today. We're going to be showing off all of the creations that have been entered in up to this point, which are 54 designs total. The only design you're not going to see today is mine. And not because I'm like, it's like top secret or anything. It's because it's actually not done. So that's my own irresponsibility here. So as we go through this, I'm going to go through the teams that I'm going to actually start with the people that have not been identified with a teammate yet, just to make things a little bit easier. The end of this will be much faster because we're going to be setting these up as we go, right? And at the end, we'll show off all the teams that are already made. So, for example, we've got, I think, 16 teams that are already formed. So we've got Mad Yad and Tak Dragonragger, who are Team 1, etc., etc., etc. These are people that chose their teammate. However, we still have another 10 people, a little more than 10 people that have not Oh, actually, no, it's more like, it's more than 10 anyway. So more than 10 people that do not have a teammate who will automatically be assigned a teammate today. All right, so Luke, shall we get started?
Yes, let's get on started, shall we?
Okay.
And already people are calling out hacks.
Deluks is cheating. He works on a ship after people are not allowed anymore to send more ships. Yes, you know me, I cheat, and I'm gonna have this epically meta ship, and it's gonna be so good. It's really. Do you guys really think I'm gonna have a ship that good? I don't know. Maybe it'll be really awesome. I don't know. But if we win, I'm just gonna laugh and laugh and laugh.
I think we've earned it at that point. If our two ships win, I think we have no more hope in this community if our two ships win. Oh, jeez.
All right, so the next team we're going to be setting up, and we're going to be starting with team number 17 because team 16 is Deluks and Lap Apps now. Team number 17. So we're starting with this just because this part's going to take a little bit longer to set up. So anyway, we've got the NRL who's going to be team 17. I also want to make a quick shout out to Anita, who suggested this brilliant idea of numbering everything like this. And I'll tell you why that's so handy in a second. So we've got the NRL and Vulk. You two are going to be teamed up. Now,
17 Vulk. Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. Team Vulk. Team NRL. I don't really want to know what NRL stands for, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. And then
new rebel Larsonists.
Yeah, sure. You know, abbreviations are always dangerous. People will make something up that's usually terrible. So we've got the Mastigator. We're going to take a look at that ship in a second. We're going to take a look at ships in a moment.
I see.
Should we actually take a look at ships first? I don't know. What do you think, Luke?
I think we should set them up first, and then we can, put the teams with each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Should be interesting. So you can see the composition as well. The composition of team as well as maybe the individual ships might just be interesting for that sake.
Okay. You know what? Let's go in and we'll take a look at the teams as we set them up because I think that that'll be interesting, and then we'll take a look at the teams that are already formed later. What do you think, Luke? Oh,
happy with that.
Happy with that? I can't. Hold on. Just give me a second here. There we go. For some reason, I couldn't. There we go.
I cannot understand what you're on about, Labs.
I cannot understand. All right. So we're going to go to the ship library, and we're going to go to the open folder, and we're going to take a look at the NRL. And these guys have now been assigned as a team. Maybe against their will, I don't know, but I mean, this is, and actually the Vulk ship here. Actually, I want to make first comment. I want to make. Well, actually, when you look at this ship, what's the first thing you see, Luke?
I have no clue.
The first thing I thought of was Amazig. Amazig. It looks
amazing. Yes.
I actually brought it up, and he's like, "Who's Amazig?" Like he had no idea, but it looks almost identical to a Amazig ship from the last tournament, does it not? I don't know.
It bears good similarity. I mean, it's built in practically the same way, with the massive bulk front armor, the bottom firing missiles.
Yeah.
Well, I should say the monoscientific missile firing system, and just that generalized sort of approach, It's incredibly like an Amazing system.
It looks almost identical to Amazing's. I almost want to bring it up just to show side by side. But Amazing's had a little doodad. It had the multi-phallic.
Yes, it did.
It had the multi-phallic system. It had the phallic here, and then it had another phallic here. It had the multi-prong phallic system. For extra for extra effect.
Anyway, moving on.
Sorry. And then we have, of course, the NRL. This is the Mastigator NRL, and this guy.
It's almost as if they're supposed to be with each other. It's amazing.
It is. Hold on. It is the Mastigator. Is this? Oh no, it's a broadsider. Oh, cool.
It is a broadsider. It's very interesting. No forward or back engines, just a left-righter.
What? Oh, that's going to be... I am really curious to see what happens here. Which way is this? Oh, so it's control center. Interesting.
It's forward,
yeah.
It's very bizarre. I think it's just supposed to be... Is that supposed to be a spinner?
I was going to say, is that a spinner? That is really bizarre. Okay, cool. I'm really excited to see how that works tomorrow. So one of the reasons we're doing this today is so that we don't have to sit and fawn over the ships tomorrow. Because I often what happens is we end up spending a lot of time just looking at the ships during the tournament, and that does, and the tournaments generally last, how long do we usually go? 4 hours sometimes? Like, sometimes they're quite long, right?
4 hours are the longest, 3 hours.
Yeah, so...
this goes on... yeah.
I am kind of hoping that we can avoid 4-hour tournament. We can, 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours would be, I think, more than acceptable, I don't know. The Legend. So, the next team is going to be... Maroon Leopard and the Legend. 21. Is this
21?
The Legend 21. It's the 21st version of the Legend, or the 21st Legend.
Are you sure? Are you sure that one wasn't supposed to be a 7?
7 Legend. Legend 71.
No. It's a joke. It's a joke. Not really. I'm sorry. That was horribly executed on my part.
No. The Legend 71. I don't get it. You're gonna have to explain it. Went right
the
over
Legend
my
27. Head. The Legend 27 is what I'm saying. The Legend 27. No. Okay, that doesn't matter. Let's move on.
No. Now
anyway.
you have to explain yourself. Now you have to explain yourself, Luke.
The Legend 27 was I believe it was part of an advert for one of some mobile game, but basically it was memeified within seconds.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yes.
How do I not know about this?
So there are a variety of very crazy Legend 27 memes, which are amusing. They're always amusing. And that's just why I know it, because basically.
Memes. Oh, memes. Memes. Okay. So
YTP. All YTP. The great and insane misconstructions of YouTube. How eternally insane.
Where would we be without memes? Memes are so important nowadays.
I don't agree.
You don't agree? You know what? I think it's actually added something interesting, new to the culture. In our very in our culture nowadays, like, we have such a short attention span, and memes are kind of that, almost a symbolization of that. It's the personification of our lack of attention span. It's great. What were we talking about? I forgot. Let's move on. Lack of attention. All right, so here we've got the Terminator 3.0 Legend 21, and we've got Maroon Leopard Mark III. They're going to be teamed up, and it looks like we've got a heavy brawler. Look at this. Wow.
Yes. Radiological Hazard has perfectly personified the Legend 27 meme. Legends say the Legend 27... where is it? I heard the Legend 27 can destroy an entire team with one missile. That's basically that's basically where it comes from. It's silly. But
okay, amusing. I'm gonna have to look this up because, of course, I hate not knowing everything. So I'm gonna have to look this up. 1120s. Yeah, okay, I see that. Legend 27 could destroy an entire army with one blow. Okay, I'll look it up. All right. So
basically, it's Chuck Norris.
It's Chuck Norris. Yeah, okay. So he punches you through his beard. I got it. All right.
Yes,
all right.
yes,
so we've got the Terminator 3.0 Legend 21, and this is a heavy brawler. Lots of heavy or large cannons in the front, missile launchers in the side, and wow, this thing's gonna hit hard, man.
It is.
And look at all these shields. This is similar to a design I was starting to work on. Now I'm jealous.
By the way, I have fish and chips.
That's okay, Luke. I expected you to be eating because that's how we work around here. Oh, we're streaming? Oh, let me get my food. That's wonderful. And then on the other side, we have Maroon Leopard Mark III. Make sure that we take a look on the outside. Yeah, okay, so he didn't paint his ship. There's going to be some amazing paint jobs that we're going to see today. I cannot wait to take a look at these paint jobs. So I love it when people actually put, the words, like actually put words on their ship. Like he's got the Maroon Leopard. Yes. Although it looks like he started to. When you're putting a word on your ship, start with the last letter first, because it looks like he started and then he ran out of room. That is so funny. That is hilarious. He's like,
I do quite like the fact that he makes it kind of slope there.
You like
for some
that?
reason
Okay.
That appeals to me. Yeah, I don't know. It appeals to me for some reason.
It's more organic. more organic.
I suppose it is. I guess. I don't know.
And lots of beams, lots of corridor here. That's scary.
Lots of empty space. Lots of wasted space.
Yeah, lots of corridor. That's
much wasted.
Makes me a little nervous, but
I would like to make a note to anyone watching. In the event of that sort of wasted space, it's much better to just give your quarters, your crew quarters, a little bit of space, because corridor is much faster than walking through any of the other type of rooms. So if you're going to put your quarters right next to a reactor, which is right next to a shield generator, it's actually going to be slower than if you just had a little bit of corridor between them, because then the people actually just move faster in the corridor, as far as I believe in my testing. I guess that's just me. So it's that all that space is actually just an unfortunate waste, and that could have been refined and made a little bit more effective.
Absolutely, anyway.
Yeah.
But if you were a crew member, you're like, oh, this is spacious. You know, like I mean, from a real RimWorld point of view, you want a nice spacious area for you guys to wander around and stuff. But in this game, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Oh, RimWorld.
Oh, RimWorld. Have you even ever played RimWorld, Laps?
I have. I believe. Yes, it was Oddie who got RimWorld for me.
We're always feeding Laps games. We're like, Laps, you look bored here, and we feed him something. Then we don't see him for a week. Then he comes back and his eyes are bloodshot and he's bleeding from some odd places and stuff. And he's like, I've just been playing this for like 12 days. You son of a bitch.
It's true. He's not joking, by the way.
Oh my God! Look at that! Ooh. Oh! Something else to note. Oh, I almost forgot.
Very
Today
nice.
we are going to be holding the Sweet Generous. Yes.
Where's the link? Where's the link?
I've got the link. It's in. Actually, Luke, can you find that in the Discord and post that for us? Or maybe Mukin can. I know Mukin is here too.
There you go. I put the link in there, and I'm a moderator, so it doesn't get removed. Take that, YouTube.
Yes, we finally made Luke a moderator after 4 years. We're like, Luke, you've earned your way here. It took some time, but we're finally going to let you be a moderator. So anyway, what is the Sweet Generous Award, you're asking? Well, the Sweet Generous Award is a fancy Latin way of saying, hey, that ship looks really awesome, and I'd like that person to actually get some credit for designing something that looks really cool. Not necessarily, this isn't about how powerful your ship is, whether or not it does lots of damage. This is about whether or not the ship looks really cool and unique and attractive. So that's what the Sweet Generous Award is. So in the straw poll, you'll find all of the ships that are going to be entering in this tournament. And as we go through them, and if you might want to wait until the end of this, but some of these, like here's a great example of one that I would definitely nominate for Sweet Generous. It's a bug. And for those of you that know me, you know that I love bugs. It's either a bug or a man with really wide arms and wide eyes. And hoof feet. Man, that looks really awesome. Wow.
It does look really nice. It was well executed, and that's struck. How the hell is it just hanging there?
I don't know. How did he do that?
I'm calling hacks. I believe we have our first ban.
Banned! Hold on. We're not even looking to see how big these ships are. That's funny. I will check all the ship sizes, maybe in bulk later. But yeah, that looks really amazing. Yeah, I don't know how he did that. He used blueprint mode, maybe, or something? I don't know. So the question is, when we actually start the match, will these just float away?
I have no clue. Why don't you just put it on normal AI mode? It'll fly around. Maybe we can see.
So bizarre.
Seems to be just
AI
normal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I mean,
that's super cool.
I don't know. It's up to you, Luke. I mean, we could. He's going. He's like, I'm out of here. Oh, look, he's flying foot first. Anyway, very nice ship. Hold on.
Cool. I like that. Actually,
I actually really like it. I'm gonna allow it. I mean, I don't think that's gonna do any harm having those extra stuff.
No. Of course. I was joking when I said our first ban.
Holy crap! Look at all that crew quarters. That's amazing.
Yeah. Now here is an example of a very minimal corridor ship.
Wow!
That looks
look
super
at all
cool.
that crew.
It looks really nice in there, actually.
Yeah, that looks great. Are these not? Oh, these are sensor arrays. Yeah, I've never. What do the sensor arrays do? I haven't played with them yet.
I have no clue. I haven't toyed with them either, but I believe it literally just means that the ships can see other ships from further away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what he's got FTLs on here. So this is obviously something that he's actually been playing the bounty hunter mode with. But I mean, still, I'm totally amused. I can't wait to see it in combat. Regardless, it is definitely one to keep note of for the Sweet Generous Award. You know, you can only vote once though. So I mean, here's another example of a ship that I think is pretty neat. Oh, what was the name of that ship, by the way? That was the Truts Fly, the number 19, team number 19, Truts Fly. And then we have number 19, Jet Boy, USS Nathan James. And it kind of looks like looks a little Klingon-y to me.
Klingon-y? I can't... Hold up. He has two little disconnected... He actually has a lot of disconnected armor. Very interesting.
How did this is the same? Hold on. How did he do that?
I think it's very simple.
It's
people
mode.
they go into the designer and they literally just design a ship with bits in other places somehow. I don't know. I think they build it, then they remove the little bit, and then they save the design.
Unfortunately,
and
Jet Boy's ship is not legal. It is 843,000, as pointed out in chat. Thank you very much. It's showing 804,000. Oh, I see. It's because of these little bits here. These count as the other 40. Brings it up to 43. But yeah, even just the main ship itself is 804,000. So unfortunately, it is not legal. Oh, and neither is Truts Fly. Oh man, Truts Fly is 689,000. People, send me the right size of ships, man. That's a shame. So actually, please don't vote on this ship because it's actually not legal for the tournament. It's actually being disqualified right now. That's really sad. Oh, man.
Oh.
That is super sad.
Two birds with one stone.
Two birds with one stone. What a shame, though. What a shame. Oh, balls. Okay, so we're going to remove those two. I'm going to remove those two right now. What a shame. Guys, you got to make sure that you read the rules. What a shame. I'm just going to quickly cycle through the last ones. Hold on. Just give me a sec here. What a shame. Thanks for pointing that out,
Overloader, guys. Overloader Dave says... Oh, I think they've made one cheaper and one more expensive, so it evens up. So
no,
so it adds up. Well, sadly, that's not how it works. So,
yeah, sadly, that is not how it works. So, unfortunately, oh man, that's too bad. That is really too bad. Hold on, I just want to check something here. 18, so 800,000 and 800,000, 17.
I just want to quickly say yes, tack. That's kind of what it is. Yeah. Especially if there's crew quarters in it, then it'll definitely... Well, it would have distracted, but nowadays the AI is a little smarter, so I think it'll work.
Okay, so I'm just going to ban these guys. That's too bad. That's too bad. I would have really loved to have Trut in there because I thought it was just a really attractive ship. And somebody else has just pointed out that one of the reasons we might be seeing those empty spots on the ships is because they might have a mod installed when they're building these ships, and there might be parts that are holding those together with a mod or something.
Yeah.
Terrible
I do quickly want to just point out, for the sake of the two people who built those ships, when Deluxe says banned, he doesn't mean banned. He means you're just out of this one tournament, okay?
Yeah.
Just
you're sorry, yes, not banned from the Discord. You're not banned from future tournaments. You just can't participate in this tournament because it breaks the rules of the tournament, of course. So yeah, you're no. I'm not eliminating you from my life or anything. Okay, so we've got Carand Draos. We're gonna make that the new Team 19. Carand Draos. Come on. Team 19. And what are you eating, Luke? I forgot what you're eating.
I'm eating fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Oh, that sounds delicious.
With peas. With peas, of course.
Oh, mushy peas, of course. That's very British of you. How very British of you. It's like you live in a British colony almost.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Yeah, I know. So, is there a lot of like really British people there? Like really British? Like, no, yes. Or has it all kind of really evolved away from that now?
It's like, I have no clue.
Oh, you have no clue. I don't talk to anybody.
I mean, no.
I don't really care about anybody around here.
I mean, I wouldn't know what to classify as British. I mean, I suppose I don't know.
I mean, like they still really embrace the British culture and.
No, I mean we are very proud of our South African standards down here.
Well, of course. 19. All right, here we go. So we've got Carand Draos, who is legal. I'm checking the legality right away. And Spontaneous Combustion by Mons. Oh, right on. Cool. Entry Shuriken. Oh, right. This is Shuriken. Cool. And we've got Mons Pubis. Excellent. Mons Pubis. And we all know what the Mons Pubis is. It is a person that runs tournaments.
Yes.
Yes. It is nothing other than that.
His latest NMSS tournament just finished for reassembly.
Yes.
And I entered in it, actually. And
how
my
did you
ships
do,
were absolutely annihilated. It was brilliant.
I think I remember saying, reading something about him giving condolences to your crew. My condolences to your crew and their families.
They fought bravely. I didn't win a single fight in the entire tournament, in the entire pool, which was hilarious.
So he's created, it looks like, it is definitely a kiter, a missile kiter. Oh, cool. It's a front-firing missile kiter. So this is really interesting. And look at all those crew. Man, that looks really great. Mons, I can't wait to see that sucker working. I'm really excited. I don't think we saw many missile kiters last time. We saw lots of beam kiters, and then we have Shuriken. Oh, that looks really nice.
Yeah, I don't think we ever see missile kiters for some reason.
Oh, and then we've got. Hey, this is interesting. Look at this, Laps. It has two engines on either side, two of the large engines on either side, and then it's got weapons on every single side. So what are the advantages? For those of you that don't know the rules of this tournament yet, well, one of the rules is that we're gonna have a 3-minute timer maximum for each fight, and after 3 minutes, if there's a situation where there's still ships that are mostly intact, and these are team fights, by the way, of course they are team fights in case you haven't figured that out. But after 3 minutes, if there's still ships that are still partially intact and stuff, and they just can't reach each other because they've lost engines or whatever, so we're gonna make that final decision on whether or not the team has won based on how many weapons are left on their ship. So we might see a few cheesy designs. I wouldn't say this is one of the easier ones. I'd say this is actually a legit logical design that makes sense to me. He's got weapons on all sides, but it's more than likely that he's at the end of the fight, so long as the ship survives, he will have a few odd weapons that are still functional on his ship, so that might help him actually win the fight. But it's interesting, they're identical on every side. Anyway, really interesting. What do you think, Luke?
Yeah, I find it very interesting. I do, however, just want to say that sorry, my mind just died on me because I was trying to look at chat at the same time. Anyway, okay. So basically, so the timeout rules are specifically about enough weapons, but it's functional weapons. It's weapons that can work and aren't just shoved in on the inside for sake of being cheesy necessarily, right? So it is entirely up to judge tournament overviewer discretion.
Yes. Actually, I'm really glad that you brought that up. I've had a lot of questions from people who are asking questions in such a way that they're trying to figure out a way to sort of skirt around the rules so that they can win fights simply by making sure that they have a weapon left over and building lots of armor around their ships. And I of course we refer this to cheese being exceptionally cheesy in your wins. And if we find ships that are just so cheesy that it's ridiculous, and we've found that it kind of destroys the spirit of the game, and I know there's a couple in here, we may actually make an executive decision to have them eliminated from the competition by default. I don't know. What do you think, Luke? I think that's probably the
I agree. I agree.
There's going to be a few ships that we even see today that you're going to be like, oh, that is really cheesy. that is like Limburger. That is like stinky cheese, stinky dirty cheese. So here we go. We've got on our next team number 20, we are going to have Atashu, the mighty Atashu, teamed up with the mighty Thrawn. And he's got the hourglass. It looks like an hourglass. It's a very green hourglass. And Atashu, it looks like he walked through the glittering forest of fairy elves or something. I don't know what the hell that is. It looks like a kiter.
Dear God.
The fairy elves.
Okay, thank God. Okay, yeah, that's been much better. Much better than what I heard.
Okay, no. Okay, no, but it looks like Atashu has built a kiter, a laser kiter. Hey, look at that. Interesting. But he's also got some missiles on the side. He's got lots of... This looks very similar to ships we saw before, but it looks very effective. And, you know, I'm noticing one thing is becoming more predominant is we're seeing lots of the front and rear firing engines for kiters so that they can slow down appropriately when they get to the enemies, before they get to the enemies, and so that they don't end up overshooting and getting shot too much. So, yeah, really nice. I like it, Atashu. It's very painful to look at, though. Very painful. I like it. It's ugly, but in a beautiful way. And then we have Thrawn the Hourglass. Let's take a look inside of this beast. It definitely looks like an hourglass. He's got, what, lasers on both sides? Wait a second. Maybe, Luke, do you see what I see?
I'm not sure.
Look at his engine configuration.
Okay.
How is it going to turn?
I don't think he can. I mean, he could try, but I mean, that's going to be a ridiculously low rate of rotation. I mean, physics just doesn't. His
center of gravity is going to be right here, right? So maybe these can turn the ship, but it's going to be very slow. I think.
Oh no! Yeah, incredibly slow.
I love the concept, but at the same time, I suspect that this might be pretty vulnerable in the center here. Anyway, it'll be really interesting. Maybe Atashu will guard your center for you. That's a wonderful thing about team fights, is that you never know. Maybe your ally might save your butt. Who knows? Really interesting. Thanks, guys.
Oh. Deluks, by the way. No, it's fine. I would be interested in talking to Walt about sort of a fleet configuration setup where for team fights and things like that, you could actually choose to have your allies spawn behind you. So, for example, one ship is a missile artillery ship and the other one is the tanker ship.
So you can decide which order your ships come in and where they are positioned, kind of thing? That would be kind of cool. I would really like that. You know what? They never even had anything like that in reassembly. It was all kind of randomy, right?
Sir Moderator says, at last of now, the ship is able to turn by using only certain thrusters. No, I'm very aware, Sir Moderator. That's exactly what we've just been talking about.
Oh,
anyway,
that reminds me, we do have in chat right now. We have, I don't know if Sir Moderator is Moderator bot, but somebody here,
I believe he is. I don't know.
Is Moderator bot, and he is actually the moderator on the Cosmoteer Discord. So if you have any in-depth questions about Cosmoteer itself, as well as where to get more information, all that kind of stuff, he actually might be the right guy to ask. He probably has an in on some of that information, and what's coming up and all that kind of good stuff. Actually, there's another link we can post in chat too as well. If you can, Luke, would you mind going into the administrator? There's another link we can post with more information on what's coming up with this game too. Thanks to Moderator Bot. I really appreciate that. So next on the list we have Ant King.
I know that someone tried to speak to me earlier. Yes, it is Moderator Bot. It's Sir Moderator. Yeah, not many British people here. Yeah, because Moderator Bot is also from South Africa.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, cool. Wow. So there's more than two of you.
I'm Moderator Bot. Hello, Moderator. I am Moderator Bot. Hello. It's like, oh god. Okay, fair enough. Excellent. Yeah, that was my cup of juice.
That was amazing, by the way. That was amazing.
No, it wasn't. Don't flatter me so much. It
was amazing. It was so good. And then we have End King and Skipper LB. You guys are going to be teamed up. Let's see what you guys look like.
By the way, thank you, Muggin. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Discord main. Anyway, all right. Oh, okay. Interesting little.
Oh.
All right. We have the.
Okay,
what seems to be a sort of broadswordy thing.
So this is forward. Okay, that's weird. So forward is straight up. I was just trying to mess with it to see if maybe forward was. Yeah. So interesting. So this. Hold on. I'm gonna take this out of my.
It's base. It is. It's like it's basically 5 self-contained little habitats. 7 self-contained areas. So there's only so many crew in each quarter. That's actually pretty brilliant. Quite a smart move. The issue is that your left is highly vulnerable. Although the idea, I presume, is that you only use your right. But yeah.
So,
yeah.
very bizarre. I like it. I'm really curious to see how this is going to work. My biggest issue with this ship, and again, it comes back to turning speed, because he's only got 2 engines here. If ships get around behind him, he's toast.
He definitely will be, and especially if the ships manage to hit those things in the first couple seconds of combat, then you're absolutely messed up.
Cordis Vox Pharaoh, it's like the Titanic. It is. If he hits an iceberg, he's hooped. No, but I can see what you're saying. It's got like the different areas with the little barriers in between. So if it fills up with water, only it can self-contain itself, so it doesn't sink. I get you. It does kind of look like the Titanic, doesn't it? Very nice.
That's quite neat.
I'm really curious to see how that will work. That's Ant King, Tarnished Silver, and then on the right side we have Skipper LB from. He's been around in our community for a long time. Let's take a look at the outside of a ship, because it looked kind of interesting. Yes, it kind of looks like a Last Stand Navy ship, does it not, Luke?
Yes, it sort of looks like the Swedish.
It does.
The Swedish gods.
So he's playing the peaceful, non-violent role, but just in case he gets attacked, he's got weapons on his ship. I love it.
Yes, yeah. Don't know where Skipper LB is from, so oh well.
Yeah, no, we're sure he's fun, but he's been participating in these events, like this with our community for a long time, since like the very beginning. Yeah, once again, it's really interesting when we team these people up. I feel like, this little compartmentalized design here is sort of the same across the front, not quite the same, but it sort of has that same feeling. It's identical all the way across. It's not compartmentalized in the same way.
Yes, but yes, I get you though. Very interesting design by Skip LB, by the way. He has his reactors right behind his shields. So basically the shields can get instantly resupplied. He has ammunition production right by the front of his ship. He's basically just got a big turret wall with lots of shields. That thing is going to be very strong, but the only issue is that if it gets turned around, or if anything hits him from the behind, he's going to be in a big wad of trouble.
So
by the way, Muggin says, "Hey Laps, can you tell Deluks that Beam/Mixer is displaying the wrong game as his current game? I don't want him to get a strike from the Beam Mixer mods."
Oh yes, well the reason Beam Mixer is showing reassembly, and the reason it is showing reassembly is because Beam Mixer is kind of like YouTube in that they just don't update their lists very often, and you can only enter in a game that exists on their list. So Cosmoteer, of course, isn't on their list. Unlike, like the day that Cosmoteer was created or incepted, Twitch had it on their list. So they updated it. But with platforms like YouTube and Mixer, they don't update them like they should. So really, my point is Cosmoteer isn't on the list, and the closest thing I could think of to Cosmoteer was reassembly for now. So that's why. But thank you for bringing that up. They can't strike me for something that, they can't strike me for playing a game that's not on their list, because it's their list. They need to be updating it, or they need to make it so that people can actually add to the list. That would make more sense, but whatever. What do I know? All right, so next, coming up. Very nice. And you know what? On that note, actually, Laps. Oh, crap. Cancel. Oh, crap. Okay, so I actually hit the...
Wait. Screenshot. I don't know. Wait, hold up. Wait. I can do something here.
I screwed up. I hit the reset button. We just need to keep track of these. We can randomly...
Hold up. Okay, I've got a very maniacal plan here. Give me a second.
Just bear with us here, guys. Actually, while Laps is setting that up... Oh, I can't even minimize this. While Laps is setting that up, let's take a look at... did you already get that screenshotted? Or did you want me to put that back up?
Look into the Discord.
Oh, Discord. Where did you put it? Oh, okay, there. Beautiful. Excellent. Well, I figured we'll just keep that open. Okay, let's just randomly pick... Right. Okay, Luke, you pick one, I'll pick one.
Alex Bay,
and I choose the Sad Numinator. Okay, so, and I haven't closely looked at these ships, so it's not like we're cheating or anything. So, all right, Sad Numinator, you are going to be group number 22, team 22, and Alex Bay.
It's like Michael Bay.
It's like Michael Bay.
It's
except he might
Michael
not make
Bay's
terrible
more
movies.
Expensive.
I don't know.
Shots fired, man.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
I don't know. It's not that I think
This
he
is
makes all
62.
terrible movies, but
Commander, this is 62. Report enemy target annihilated. That's possibly the baseline from what's the game called? Company of Heroes. One of the artillery pieces. If you tell it to destroy a tank or something.
Yes. Is that from Company of Heroes 1?
I believe it's from Company of Heroes 1.
Yeah.
And the guy's just like, "Sir, this is 62. Report enemy target annihilated." This is like,
I think I remember that. Actually, 1 was so good. 1 was so good.
Annihilated.
Yeah.
I haven't played much of 2. I don't even think I've played
2 was okay. It just didn't have that same magic that 1 had. I don't know.
2 was the one with the Russian front, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, I actually
whereas
want to get
1
back
was
into
like
that
the
thing.
Germans and...
Ah, yes. The Germans and the British. Well, no, the British was the expansion. It was first the Americans.
Yes.
There was the British expansion.
Here we go.
The British expansion was cool. Anyway.
Rinthorpe, oh man, drives me crazy when people don't include their names on their ships. Laps. Drives me crazy.
My ship has a name this time, I'll have you know. By the way, you can show them my ship after all this as well.
My baloney has a first name. It's sorry, Alex Perry.
What was even that?
It was a commercial. Never mind, old commercials.
Okay.
All right, so Rinthorpe by Alex Bay, and let's take a look at these. These are 799,000 and 798,000. So we've got Alex Bay with Rinthorpe version 1.5, and we've got the Sad Numinator Flea Shooter, and it looks like this looks similar. I'm getting a vibe, a T0 vibe here, total T0 vibe.
Oh yes. Very interesting engine structure, I have to say. The way he's built this, very interesting. But he is taking a missile runner instead of lasers.
Oh, it is a missile runner. Yeah. But
I find the idea of a missile runner far better than the idea of any other sort of runner, because it's missiles instead of like close range weaponry.
I would think if somebody built a missile runner, I think it would be more effective than a beam runner, because missiles have more range, right?
Exactly, and but well, I mean, the only issue is that they can be nullified by point defense. But I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
oh
but
my
I mean,
God.
that many missiles firing at once, if they can actually get those continuously pull off those missiles nonstop, or at least mostly nonstop, that's a lot of damage. And they're going to bypass some of those point defense unless they've really gone crazy with point defense. And we've seen that before too, where people just place point defense like mad. And this one looks like yes. Sorry, go ahead.
But, just people are saying unpause it quickly just to let the other shields lying around just remove themselves.
I apologize. There we go.
And then pause. I mean, we don't even need to pause it. Everything's on team 1. It's not going to fight or...
That's true. We can watch the little guys wandering around. That's always fun. And this one here, it looks like the skeleton of a prehistoric dinosaur. or like a fossil of a prehistoric dinosaur, and you can see the bones on the inside. Doesn't that look cool? It's a little bit like a bird, but it's actually like a sea creature. It's got this big bony jaw thing. I love it. It's great.
All I see is a massive laser cannon. That's basically what I see. But then again... Yeah.
Is that okay? So he's got the standard cannons all the way across the side, and then he's got the 2 beam cannons in the center. Very maneuverable. And you know what? My estimation for this is my determination for this tournament. Aside from heavy cheese ships, is that the winner is going to be a ship that is well balanced in a tournament like this, or the team will be well balanced. Whereas I'm not to say that I don't have hope for these guys, but here's the thing: the Sad Numinator, 1 or 2 shots and he's dead. Honestly, a couple good shots on this ship, and it's not going to last very long, because it has no armor. It's very light, and even though it's going to be able to escape very quickly, 1 or 2 shots and it's down, in my opinion. And
and we've seen that, especially if it catches on fire.
Yeah, fire is bad, but he does have fire extinguishers in here. But my point is, I think the well-balanced teams are going to do better. I think, but
no, I agree. The nice thing about Cosmoteer is that that's actually true. That is actually true with Cosmoteer. It's very interesting. This is another reason I'm quite hopeful for it in terms of a sort of tournament scene.
Okay.
It seems quite well balanced in the fact that it's literally being designed from the ground up right now. Still,
it is.
The fact that there's only one faction, and it's just very interesting. Oh gosh.
All right, pick another person there, Luke.
The owl.
The owl. Okay, the owl it is. Team 23 has been chosen. Okay, and that's Amazig. Amazig. Oh, what he looks like. Oh, he's refined his phallic design. Oh, lovely.
It looks more like a sort of carry-on bag or something.
Okay, yes. Luke thinks it looks like a carry-on bag. Yeah.
It's got like 2 handles, you know?
Oh, actually, yeah, I can kind of see that. Or it kind of looks like a... we'll take a closer look at it here in a second. But it kind of looks like... a little bit like a submarine with a window. A window on the side and 2 windows on... I don't know. Maybe.
I actually... Maybe. Now that I'm looking at it from the left or from the right or from the right, left, right... basically, now that I'm looking at it vertically... Or my head's vertical. No, my head is horizontal. My side is now vertical. Or is the vertical side horizontal? Regardless of such, basically, it also looks like a plane.
A plane? Yeah, it does. It kind of has a plane look. You're absolutely right. So
that was a long way to go to say it looks like a plane.
Yes, but I'm very patient when I talk to you, so it's all right. Like, he'll get there. He'll get there. Wait for it. I
feel like I just got highly insulted.
No.
Ridiculous.
Call
you my friend.
How could you
betray me?
How could you?
Well, joke's on you. I never called you my friend.
Oh, burn! Oh my God! Wow. Okay, and I just made you moderator. I can't believe it.
No, my moderator privileges. It's all gone.
He waits 4 years and then I stripped away from him. What a crime. Okay, so yes, as Luke was saying, it does look very much like an airplane. Look at that. It's got a little pilot seat right here, or you could even say the pilot seat's right there. And this is like, I don't know. And then he's got the little, it kind of looks like we're just trying to avoid saying it looks phallic, but I mean, yeah. But
I think you are. I'm
okay,
not.
Well, whatever. But anyway, this is very...
I'm avoiding it as well, but that's beyond the point.
Anyway, so it does look very different from his last design. Amazig, he's actually taken off all of those armor pieces and added shields.
Yes, because shields are actually worth something in this game instead of in reassembly, which they're basically an expensive waste of time. Well, no, shields are incredibly useful against things like splash damage and reassembly, but they're actually just worse off. You can go look at Mons Pubis's NMSS tournament or NMS's YouTube channel. He has some videos where he explains why reassembly shields are so bad. But these Cosmoteer shields they're actually good and worth your time.
Yeah, no, I agree. And actually, that brings up a really good point. If one of our moderators could please just go over to Mons' channel and copy his URL and bring that over and post that in chat, that would be tremendously helpful. I think if you're looking nowadays, for those of you that are still looking for good reassembly tournaments, being that we don't hold that many, we're going to be doing one in November. But
gosh.
Yeah, Mons really has sort of narrowed it down into this perfect little art of rules, this perfect little mishmash of rules to make these delightfully interesting tournaments. And if you're interested in watching some more reassembly tournaments, well, that's a place to go for sure.
As an interesting point, I've been entering into all of the reassembly tournaments over the last 2 months. So I've only been in 2 so far again in Mons' NMSs. I was in one a long time ago, but then I just kind of lost interest and forgot about it. But lately, over the last 2 days, I've been playing a hell of a lot more reassembly lately. Just because I've been away from it for so long that it's
all of a sudden it's new and it's fresh. Yeah.
Yes, it's just nice. I love it. Back in it, making some high quality, superior Leporian design battleship. It's been great. I've been employing some things that I've learned from
I've seen that you've had some videos pop up on your channel with reassembly again. And you know what? I'm giving it a nice big rest so that when we come back in November, I can be really excited about it again.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, we've got the USS Wall.
And this time we ban we ban engines.
we ban engines and will. Yeah.
Anyway, and of course we need to ban Camo 5.
And Camo 5. Camo 5 is banned.
Not to mention all modular weapons. Also any engines that make people turn at a fast rate. We also need to ban lots of armor. So basically just ban armor. And basically at the end.
So you get a command, you get a control center, that's it. That's all you get.
Basically, yes.
Control center. And you have to try and ram each other to death without engines, because there's no engines allowed. All right, so basically, tournament starts, 2 little control centers, they just sit there. My money's on the right control center. My money's on the left. Anyway.
Well, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, everybody. These are very old reassembly tournament jokes.
Yes.
Very old. I feel
so anyway,
old
we have
now.
the USS Wall, and this is by, I would know if actually the owl actually put his name on here, but the owl and the USS Wall, I assume he's making a play on Trump here, I assume. But yes, he's
USS I think it's Dame.
What?
I think the owl is Dame, actually.
Is Dame?
Yes, I think... Yeah, it's Dame. I think it's Dame.
Oh, Dame. Oh, okay. Oh, that's
also,
right.
Dame lives in the US, so
that's
that would
right.
make sense.
So he's built the wall. So anyway, yeah, it's basically a giant wall of lasers and shields, which is cool.
USS the Wall.
And you know what? I can't USS the Wall. I can't criticize a design like this too much because it was a design like this that almost won the last tournament. Cool Roco's design. It was basically just a giant wall with a whole crap ton of lasers, and he almost smashed through everybody. So pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited to see these guys in action. Of course, Amazig always has Amazig designs. So.
Very good.
All right, Luke, pick somebody else.
Mech Warrior.
Mech Warrior. Mech Warrior, we're going to make you Team 24. We're almost through the new teams. It'll be faster to go through them once we're done these. And we're going to team him up with Lightning JC right next door here.
No.
Sorry, Mech Warrior.
That's
Sorry.
a handicap.
I know. I'm sorry, Mech Warrior. I apologize, but somebody's got to take one for the team, right?
What?
This
amalgamation?
This ship was born in darkness, and many kittens died to create it. It was hold on, whoops. Many kittens died to create this ship. Speaking
of kittens, Mech Warrior ship literally looks like a cat face.
Oh, hey, I didn't even notice that. Whereas Lightning JC's looked like a bloody chunk of flesh.
Isn't that coincidental? It's almost as if it were planned.
It's almost as if he took the remains of the kittens and formed the owl, or formed the Mech Warrior. It does. It looks like a kitten face. It totally does. Oh, that's amazing. Hold on. We gotta showcase these. That's amazing. That looks so cool. Once again, guys, be sure to vote today. I'm not saying to vote right now. I'm just saying, stuff like this just makes me so happy. I don't know if he planned that. Maybe he didn't even plan that. I don't know. But I think that looks really cool.
No. I'm definitely sure that he planned it to look like a cat face. Sure about that.
Where contrarily, I don't think Lightning intended any of this to happen. He just started building stuff, and then it happened. Look, if you look out here, he's got question marks and little death symbols. He's like, even he was like halfway through, it's like, I need to put a question mark there because I have no idea what I'm doing. It's got an S.
Why is it a thing? Why is that a thing?
I don't know.
Why does it exist?
It's alive! It's alive!
At the end of this, can we just put Lightning's ship against 10 of mine? Just to watch
this
burn.
needs to be destroyed, like obliterated. It is an abomination. This is, people make fun of my designs. No. Actually, I'm pretty excited. I thank you, Lightning, for putting in something that is like terribly unique. Perfect wording. Terribly unique. I'm really excited to see how this does not function. This is amazing. Does it even fly? Does it fly?
I have no clue.
Does it fly? So hold on, let's make this. I'm just curious. I just got to see something. I'm super excited to see this in action tomorrow. Oh, look at that! Even the crew are like, "What do we do now? Where's the front? Which is the front? Which is the back? How do we turn? Turn left? Turn right?" That's awesome. Amazing.
I really want to see that ship get shot at. I really do.
It needs to be destroyed. It needs to be removed from the world because it is such an abomination.
Shame Mech Warrior. His beautiful ship is
Mech Warrior, congratulations!
mashed.
You have been teamed up with Lightning JC. Oh boy.
Basically, it is the perfect anti-pose competition. Or alliance, I should say.
Well, you know what? On the bright side, who knows what can happen with these team fights? I still think there's a certain degree of random happen chance. So,
Of course it
The
will.
lovely kitty design may actually be okay. I don't know. But look at all those shields. Wow, that's a lot of shield systems.
No. What I mean is that the very nice looking ship possibly the nicest ship. Well, I don't know. A nice ship mixed with a wretched ship. I mean, that's just sad. It's anti-pose. It's just why must that be a thing?
It almost looks like lightning. Like it looks like something that actually started growing, like a tumor. It started growing, and then it grew little weapons, and then guys started boarding it for some reason.
And I do have to say that I don't know why, but if it just had a less eye splitting, aesthetic, possibly more and more like a more natural, organic look to it. I might actually like it, because those sorts of weird, strange, quaggly designs that somehow have some air of efficiency and functionality and are just weird and go warping everywhere. I really like them. They're super cool to me, at least.
Yeah,
I love that.
I don't know that Lightning has that kind of functionality to be. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that unpredictability that goes nicely with a ship that has a weird look. Like it's just a big lumbering hunk of flesh, is what it looks like.
I'm not saying it has that at all, Rob. I'm saying that if it looked better, that's the sort of idea that I kind of like. It's that madness. I enjoy that.
All right, Luke,
I get it. You don't like Lightning getting complimented. It's all right.
No, not at all. Lightning, you have a choice between Angry Bird, Dodgy Doge, and Hollow Power Duck.
You just said that Lightning has a choice between these people.
No, did I say Lightning? Whoops. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Angry Bird, Hollow Power Duck, and Dodgy Doge.
Hollow Power Duck.
Hollow Power Duck. Okay, so that is going to be Team 25. Luke is my random number generator right now.
You mean Team 26? Oh, no, is it 25? Oh, no, okay, never mind. Sorry.
Team 25. Yes, Team 25. All right.
Okay. I didn't even notice you choose die already.
Yes, I chose one already. At random. So this is a last minute entry. Somebody came to our to save the day, actually. So thank you very much for that, die already.
Very interesting.
Oops.
Actually, Rob, since I'm here, can I just go grab a ship and I'll give it to you, and I'll send it to you in Discord, and you can just make it fight Lightning.
Yes.
Just at the end.
Yes. Yes.
Fun.
Yes. It'll be the pre-show. Yes. I think that's a great idea. Cancel.
If you want to.
No. We need to destroy Lightning. Lightning needs
down by gunpoint.
Lightning cannot die enough. Lightning will need to die many times, in my opinion.
Wow. Okay, that just went very dark. Anyway.
I mean, in the game, not like in real life.
No. Only in real life is obviously what you meant. I mean, it's another way it could be misconstrued.
All right. Hey, this is an interesting looking team, actually. They look very similar in some ways, except, wow, holy wall of weapons, man. Hollow Power. Hold on, what's his name again? Hold on, let me see here. It's Hollow Power Duck. Giant wall of weapons. But it's actually a really compact ship, all things considered. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Very
interesting indeed.
I mean, how much power? Like, I don't think he's got enough power to run all of these lasers, does he? Like, consistently? Maybe not enough crew. It just seems like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of lasers.
I have no clue, man.
And then we have Dial Ready Shredder. So this is so he's got side firing and rear firing missiles, as well as, so this is a well-balanced ship. It looks like he's got point defense all throughout his ship. He's got lots of fire extinguishers, lots of front-facing shields, but he's also got these two modules on the side. So actually it's an interesting design, because even if these modules get shot off, which they probably will, given that there's not very much armor holding them on, even if these get shot off, it'll still be, pretty combat effective overall. So, so I see he's got the shields barely cover the weapons on the top here. That's so cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. But it looks like maybe, so like this shield here only covers partially on this cannon, right? If I am looking at this correctly. Whereas, each cannon will get the effective protection of 3 shields, maybe 4.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's cool.
I would just say 2, but 3 is close enough. The thing is, I think it'll hit it before that third shield.
So
gets
this
to be
shield
used.
here that's sort of on the edge here, it'll still hit that cannon, hey?
Yeah, I think it might. I don't know. It might. Yeah, half of it will be covered, obviously, but well, not whatever. Moving on. But I mean, those electron bolters effectively get about 4 shields. I think it's a bit crazy. Anyway, very interesting, very cool ships.
Very cool. We're almost through the list here, so now we've got Angry Bird. The last team will be Angry Bird and Dodgy Doge.
Dodgy Doge.
Dodgy Doge.
Oh, I love it.
You're getting a ship for me there, Luke?
Yeah, I've already sent it. In fact, I might even send a bigger ship because there's no limit as to how many
you could
missiles.
send that to me via Skype by chance. I don't have my Discord open on this side.
No worries, I'll send it to you.
Thank you so much. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir.
No inconvenience at all, brother. It is all for the glory of battle. Wait, what?
Oh, I don't know what that's there for.
How do I? There we go.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Let me just double check something really quickly.
What happened?
I'm not sure if that might have been a teammate or something. Just give me one sec. Dodgy Doge.
Dodgy Doge. Dodgy Doge. I swear.
I don't know what this Friends of Wrench here is for. This might have been a ship that he just wanted to show off. I'm not sure. Dodgy Doge. Okay, so this is 26. There we go.
A very Dodgy Doge.
Wow. Actually, hold on.
I'm sorry, is the entire world offended yet?
of your French accent?
Yes.
It's okay. It's no more offensive than any other accent we use. So we use Russian accents. Well, actually, do your Russian accent. I liked it. I really enjoyed that one.
Oh gosh, I need to find the thing. Give me a second. It's sitting on a floppy drive somewhere. Is the way I make it sound. That's not how it works at all. Oh, Christ, I haven't done Russian in a while. I need to get, okay, I'm getting into it a bit, so you need to give me a second, but I get there, It takes a little bit of work. But no, it's just because I listen to, I find the Russian accent highly amusing, you know, it's just very cool. It's got that roughness to it, it almost sounds like you're singing while you're speaking. It's very pleasant to listen to. And that's your Russian. There you go. Enjoy.
Hold on. Radiological hazard. Just give me 1 second here, Luke.
I swear that you just missed my entire Russian monologue.
No, I was listening, but I was also reading. Radiological hazard is... Did you accidentally put one of the folders in another folder? Yeah, that's what I thought at first, but I don't think so. Hold on. Let me just double check that. The wrench. Maybe I did. Just give me 1 second. I might have done that. Just give me a second. Let me check my Discord. Your Russian is fantastic, by the way. It's great. It's always a delight. France.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
I wonder if this is this might have actually been an email submission. Just give me 1 sec here, guys. I think that is actually a legit submission. Just give me 1 sec, though. Just let me check my email.
A legit submission. Whereas everything else is completely illegitimate.
That's
and will
right.
be banned post-haste. Wait, that includes mine. Never mind.
Yes! Banned! Banned.
Banned.
All ships with blue and red are now banned.
Specifically blue and red. No other colors are an issue.
Just blue and red.
Oh, I love it.
I think that is correct. This was sent on July 28th, which is... Yep, this is definitely it. Okay, so... Right, got it. So this is actually another submission. Oh, balls. Now we have an extra person again. Oh, balls. All right, well... All right, so we're going to pull this one out.
We can just pull in the what's it called?
Wow, was that? It sounded like you were powering down.
Yeah. Lamp says powered down. Lamp says powering down. The idea of me powering down is highly amusing.
Well, you know, it's why you got to keep you charged. All right, so here we go. This let's take a look at Dodgy Doge's ship. It is a heavy beam cruiser, like a wall of beams and missiles. He's got a little bit of everything here. It's like, I don't know, it's like a snack pack. It's got a little bit of everything. I love it.
Very neat, very neat.
I like the purple too. That's very nice. I love it. Looks very nice. Yeah, he's got 4. This is going to require a lot of power to maintain those 4 beams in the front, but it looks like he's got.
But he has a massive amount of power generation, so I don't think it's going to be an issue for him.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been playing around with beams. They require a lot of power. But then he's also got he's got 3 missile launchers for 1 manufactory. That's not going to be enough to keep those missiles going, is it?
No. Yeah, no.
I don't think so at all.
That's not going to work. That's not going to work, unfortunately.
A lot of empty space here. A lot of corridors for guys to like have tea and you know, play some horseshoes.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's just for aesthetic purposes. That's all they are. I mean, I can't think of any functional reason.
Oh, look at this, Laps.
Ooh,
so this is Angry Bird. Look at that. Okay. So he's got a highway. He's got a highway going, 2 highways going up on left and right of the ship with conveyors. I love it. I love it. That is super cool.
Love it to shreds, man. Love it to shreds. So good. Oh, brilliant. I have to say. Absolutely fantastic.
So it's a broadsider ship. Yeah, and so he's got weapons on both the right and left side. He's got shields on both the right and left side. But he's also got these conveyors going all the way down the right and left side of the ship, allowing him to move all this power that he's got. So he's got all his power centralized. That's why he's done that. So he can actually quickly move and his ammunition and his... kind of a weird design choice, I would think, to put the power storage beside here. I would maybe do power storage, you know, sort of scattered throughout the ship. But, I mean, what do I know? I mean, I don't design ships. I just criticize them. So I'm like a food critic. I don't cook anything. I just criticize everybody else's food.
I love it.
But yeah, I really like the idea of having like a central area where you've got all of your power, a really well-defended area. I'm not saying this is a perfect example of that, but I like the idea of having a really well-defended area where all of your power is, and then having a really interesting and fast transportation system for all of the power going in and out of there, right? I think that's a really cool idea, and I think this is sort of... And it's the same thing. So that's why he's done this. He's got all of his crew in one place. He's got all of his power in one place. He's got all of his ammunition in one place. And then he's got the fast conveyors going up and down the ship. I'll be really interested to see how long he can maintain the shots and the shields with the power and everything, and how he's got it set up like that. But really interesting design. I like it.
Yeah, indeed. It's very, very interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
And let's quickly... Very, very interesting. Let's quickly go through the rest of the ships here.
Sure.
Sure. Actually, now we can actually just go like this and go 1 and...
Far away.
And tack. There we go. So this is Team 1. Team 1 is Mad Yad and Tack Dragon Rider. And look at that. I love the color on Mad Yad ship. Look at that.
That's gorgeous. Mad Yad's getting my vote for Sui Generous.
I think Mad Yad won Sui Generous last time too. Man, that looks gorgeous. Well done, Mad. That looks absolutely stellar. I'm not going to get into the details of your ship because we're kind of running out of time here. I was kind of hoping to keep this under 2 hours, and at this rate, we're going to be 3-4 hours. So, but yeah, this is really cool. It looks like you've got a beamer ship with lots of front, like this is a wall of weapons. I know Mad Yad spends a lot of time with his ships, so I'm really curious to see how well that doesn't matter. And then here we go. We've got another one. Look at the time they spent just coloring their ships. Look at that.
I kind of wish I could vote more times.
Yeah, I know. I debated on whether or not I would allow people to vote more than one time, but I just think it's just cleaner if we just allow one. But that looks really great. It kind of looks a little bit like a bat. Looks really neat. And also, if you look at these designs, they are almost inverted versions of each other. So this almost looks like Mad Yad's ship almost looks like it would fit into the top of this ship. Looks really neat. Right. So. And I assume, like, with a lot of these teams, we're going to see a lot of that where the ships, you know, they're because people have been working really close with each other to try and get sort of that perfect combination working together. So, I don't know. It's kind of neat. So here we've got Team 2, which is Strike Alpha and Tristan. And do I detect cheese? No, actually, I don't detect any cheese here.
No cheese detected,
No cheese.
Commander.
Cheese free. Looks very nice.
Cheese free, Commander.
Yeah,
cheese free.
Well, I mean, we're going to see some cheese here today. We're going to see some really bad cheese, and it's going to smell, and it's going to make us all grossed out like it's well-fermented, stinky cheese. So, but Strict Alpha, very nice. Broadsider ship. Looks really nice. Really snazzy. I like it. Are these all heavy cannons? Large cannons. Oh, my God.
Jeez. That is a heavy hitter. That is
a heavy hitter because once it's done with this side, it's going to turn around and nail you with the other. So, and then of course we've got TAC Dragon Rider. Let's take a look at the outside of that. I love the coloring, man. That looks so good.
Oh, I love the way that ship's built. By the way, the coloring and the way it's built. It looks super cool. It looks so lovely and militaristic. It just looks high tech, even though it's made of exactly what the other ships are made of. It just looks high tech.
It looks amazing. So
lovely.
I guess I think the hope here is that that the enemy maybe locks on a ship like this and it wanders around and they chase this one while this guy just nails the hell out of you with the cannons. Really excited! I can't wait to see them in action. Then we've got Cloud Hater. Let's do it this way. It's much better because this way I can check to see if everybody's up to par here with their. Oh, see that doesn't work very well now, does it? Oh, well, that's okay. Let's go 3. Nope, that didn't work very well either. So let's just load them from here. So Cloud Hater and Skynet, this is team number 3. And these guys, take a load of this. Look at, they've actually matched their colors together. Doesn't that look nice?
It does look nice. It looks very nice.
So they've got their like basically their team jersey on. I think that looks really awesome. That looks so cool. Good job, guys. I'm really impressed with your colors. It's too bad we can only have one for Sui Generous though. So if you see something that looks really awesome, unfortunately you can only vote once. And to be honest with you, these ships are just the amount of sheer firepower that's going to come out of these two ships. Like this is like cool Roco ships from the last tournament. Just tons of firepower. Wow, he's got shields even on the back here though too. Wow, sheesh. That is great. So even if he does get turned around, that is amazing. The only criticism I would have is how does the ship turn? I mean, he's got
badly. Badly is the answer.
Yeah, like I mean, he's got the 2 engines here. I would have suggested maybe he'd do another couple engines back here, but maybe I don't know. Very cool. Lots of storage, lots of ammo storage. I love it. Or power storage. And then this guy is definitely the faster moving of the two, and he's got the 3 beams in the front. Very nice. Lots of firepower here. I'm really excited, and I love the fact that you guys have actually merged your team colors. That looks so great.
That's definitely a very nice point. Well, Rob, we know exactly what we need to do to outdo them.
Well, I was already gonna do blue and red.
No, it's all right. You do what you want. It's fine. I'm not worried.
Oh, you'd be very upset if I didn't go in blue and red. I know you.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Upset. I would never be upset.
And take a wild guess who that is, Luke.
Yand?
Concow Duck. How could you not know?
Oh, it's the duck. Oh, it's sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the ship at the same time, and I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
And of course, this is the Devourer.
I love it. Brilliant. Oh, jeez, that's amazing.
Oh, that's so awesome. So for those of you that are new to our tournaments, of course, Concow Duck always gives us a ship that is a combination of a cow and a duck and a con. I don't know, but it's always like a what?
I don't know about the con pod, but yes.
Yes, but it's always a cow and a duck. I don't see the cow in here, but I definitely see the duck. Very wide build duck. Very nice. And it's a missile cruiser. Hold on, just moving my desk here. Ow, ow,
moving
ow,
desk.
Ow, 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 ow. There we go. So yes, it's a missile cruiser, and let's just take a quick look on the inside. I love that the ships always kind of have that same theme. I think it's great. So yeah, interesting. So once again, this is sort of the kind of thing that I was thinking about building, kind of like a staggered set of weapons going up the front. But the problem is, like you'd have to like what he's done here is you have to build crew up there. I don't know if there's going to be enough crew to run all that.
And the crew also needs to, well, they're probably going to end up getting, oh no, wait, that's compartmentalized. I didn't even realize. Oh, the left and right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm blind. Sorry.
It is compartmentalized.
Like I said, I was
yeah.
trying to,
So there is
yeah.
there is no door going in and out of these little areas here.
Yeah. sorry. It's just like I said. I was trying to find a ship for you, and here it is. It's yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, no, I like that ship. And strangely enough, I like the just the compactness of those little arms. You know, they're very dangerous. Or should I say, they are in great danger. I feel like they're going to get hit and explode. But either way, I like it. Oh, and this ship by Cheetos, the one-man army, looks very cool. Yeah,
I like this. I like that a lot. I was thinking about doing something similar to this. As well, I have a few ideas, but doing like lots of spikes on the ship, like doing a big pincushion, and then having the beam lasers, so that of course, lots of those stray shots are going to end up hitting these little pillars, right?
Yeah,
but a ship like this is going to require a lot of power, and I just don't know if that's going to be enough. Mind you, it doesn't have shields on here though. It's all firepower. So the combination of these two, it should be interesting. I'm really excited to see what happens. And on to, the two moderators. Here we go. So we've got the two moderators joining us from the Cosmoteer Discord channel. We've got Mini Murgle and we've got Moderator Bot. All right, let's take a look, guys. I'm actually really curious. You guys have no excuse not to do exceptionally well. If you do not do well, I'm going to be very upset. And so is the rest of the community. You're going to lose all of your credibility. So, yeah, no pressure. So this is Moderator Bot. He's actually in our Discord sometimes, too. And he's also in chat, I believe. He was in chat anyway. He might have left. I don't know. But, yeah, so he's like I said, these guys are moderators in the Cosmoteer Discord. So I have the utmost expectation of their performance. And it looks like he's done a Beamer Kiter, which is, of course, the winner of the last tournament was a Beamer Kiter, so this one might be pretty good. I don't know. Oh, he's also got some missiles on there, too. Interesting. So, now, this used to happen where if you had missiles on the side of your ship, sometimes your ship would turn and face the enemy with one of your broadsides. So I'm kind of curious to know if that's going to happen with this ship.
Yeah, but I'd hope that the big lasers at the front are going to, make the AI kind of go, hey, let's put this towards the enemy. But I mean, we never know, really. Sometimes the missiles get prioritized for silly reasons. But it's very interesting. I like the massive amount of shields at the front. Very, very low armor at the front, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's like T-Zero's. It reminds me of T-Zero's ship. Very skinny. Actually, very skinny.
Yes, once again, actually, yes, it is very much like T-Zero's, especially with the massive amounts of engines pointing backwards. But I think the issue is that those engines at the back are actually going to backfire on him because the ship's going to end up using those to go towards the enemy and not have anything to stop itself with. And also, it has nothing to turn with. So, it can turn. It'll be like a tank.
It can use these engines to turn, but it's not going to be super efficient. But
it'll be turning like a tank, how tanks just turn one trade to turn left and
if somebody gets in behind, this thing's going to be in trouble, big trouble. But something, Lightning just pointed out. Look at all the PD. Look at all the point defense on their ship. Look at it all. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 on each side, plus a whole smattering on the back. Not on the front, but 17 on each side. 17 PD guns. Crazy. That is insane. And then on the other side, we have Mini Murgle. Now, this is something I don't see enough of. I think this here is ingenious. Putting armor in front of your shields. We don't see that enough. I think that is just that's a winning combination because they have to not only get through your shields, then they also have to get through the armor as well.
Well, a lot of people do that, but a lot of people put their shields behind their weapons, which, I mean, does the same effect. But I get what you mean.
Yeah, but
yes, it is a winning combination. But what I'm saying is that some other people have done it too. So give them some credit.
I credit to the people that have done it as well. But I don't. I personally haven't seen this at least in this particular configuration. But anyway, I like the design.
No, that's fine. Very nice. Yes. I have not seen anyone do that sort of overhang configuration in that sort of way. I've seen people put stuff behind their weapons, behind their equipment, behind a layer of armor, with their guns kind of to the side maybe or stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, here's an example where the shields are behind the weapons. And, oh my jeez, like that thing is just a massive. Is that Anna?
Yeah,
holy shit!
This is cool, Roco and Anna. So these two have been working on their ships. Hold on, we got to take a look at the outsides of their ships. Isn't that look
super
crazy?
Oh, that's super awesome! Wow. Okay.
That is nuts.
Nice.
So these two gentlemen have been working on their ships diligently. They've sent me more ships. Like honestly, my computer is overflowing with their ships. It's crazy. They have been working on this for a long time, and it's evolved so far. You should have seen what they first started out with. I mean, Cool Roco. I mean, this is sort of what we expect from Cool Roco, at least based on the last tournament, right? Just a really long ship with a lot of weapons on it. But it's taken him, like, they've spent a lot of time, and I'm sure that they've actually been, testing things a lot, because I get a new design from Cool Roco at the time, and I received a lot of different versions of Anita ship. Like, they've spent a lot of time on this. So so what I'm getting from this, and here's another situation where, this is a tiny bit of cheese, and that he's got weapons on every single portion of this ship. So if he loses, look at this. Every quadrant is identical.
Exactly. It's very interesting. He actually has a control center in the middle, which is quite bright. That's actually very bright. So he has one little. He has two people at that control room. So one person sits in the seat, and the other guy can supply power to it. Okay, that's well. Right, nice. Okay, I like that. That's actually very optimal, because then you have those 4 little quadrants, and what I'm saying is the control room is safe and isolated from things like fire and other stuff like that. No, it's quite far away. It's a lot of armor to get through, and that's brilliant. Yeah, if you lose one half of that ship, everything. What would be interesting is if all those small cannons chain reacted. That would be super funny. One explodes and they all just go boom. That'd be amazing.
Well, I'm sure before tomorrow I can put in a mod that makes cannons explode when they die. Sorry, Anita.
I think they do already, actually.
Do they? I didn't think they... Oh, okay. Well, that's... Oh,
big cannons and small cannons do actually explode. Big cannons explode like hell. Small cannons, not as much.
Do they...
But they do explode.
With or without ammo? Like, if they don't have ammo, they still explode?
I actually don't know. Usually when I've seen these sort of things, it's only ever been in combat, so the weapons have been loaded, so, or they've been loaded or been unloaded. So I'm not too sure. I think it does depend on if there's actual ammunition in it. But I have seen rocket launchers. I think I've seen launchers that have exploded, but even without missiles in them. For example, I know that launchers explode, and I know that I've seen big cannons explode that didn't necessarily have much ammo in them. I don't know how it works, but I think they just explode in general without necessarily there needing to be any ammunition in it. That was a long-winded way of saying
yes. You would be a nightmare in a court of law, but yes.
Well, it would be excellent. I would bore the opposition to death. They basically give up.
They'd be like, "Oh, tell me when you're done. Lunch. We call lunch." Anyway, so yes, very nice, Anita. Compartmentalized, and there's a high probability of you being left over with a working caramelized. It's caramelized.
Sorry.
Yes, and there's a high probability of. And there's a high probability of you being left over with a functional weapon at the end of the bout. And of course, we've got Cool Roco, just pure, unadulterated, scary, terrible firepower. All of these being standard cannons. He went with standard cannons, not with large cannons, and just a lot of firepower. This is going to be crazy. And he's made it so that he can turn a little bit better. That's why he's got this structure out like that.
That's actually very good turning where it is. Very far away from what would be the center of mass. Interesting. And those why power? Okay, well, okay.
So
I know exactly
here's
what
the thing. I think I got him. He's probably got 3 minutes of power. He probably has exactly 3 minutes of power for these engines. That's what I'm thinking. Because the bouts are only 3 minutes long. So I mean, this is brilliant. Why spend the money on an entire power generator or reactor when you can just put a couple power storage down, because you only have to have enough power for 3 minutes of game time or of battle time. So that's super smart.
Precisely. Brilliant stuff.
Super smart. Great. All right. Very nice. Moving on.
Okay, that's those two.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And Mockingbird.
6 out of 20.
We only have 10 more to go.
Number are we, Rob?
We're only going up to 15. So
16. You mean
15? Oh, well, 16. We'll show your ship. Yes, we'll show your ship. Yes. Sorry. And when we show your ship, we'll also destroy lightnings just for fun. So here we've got Mockingbird and Orange. He's very orange. Hold on, is this ship even orange? Oh, that's disappointing. I mean, it's nice colors, but it's not orange. I expected it to be orange. Looks like they've actually worked together to do their coloring as well, which is really nice. I like that. And, ooh, a broadsider. So, okay, so, wow. Okay, so here's an example of super defensive broadsider. So it looks like he's got, he's actually got more shields on his backside than he does on his front side. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on his back, 4 on his front, and then, of course, shields all the way across on either broadside. I still have a firm belief that a broadsider can do very well in this unless you're faced with a kiter.
Yeah, agreed.
Just because
missiles though will help with the kiter, but yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the missiles will help, but I don't know if he's got enough missiles here to really do much against a kiter that has, especially some of these big missile kiters. But the point is, I think the point is of this ship is to occupy a ship's time. Just to keep them occupied, keep them firing at the one side, and then he turns around, and then he uses the other side, and then they fire at the front, they fire at the back. Point is, it's going to take a lot to get through into the gooey center of this little bite of goodness, right? And all the time that people are firing on this guy is sitting at range, kiting with his missiles. Actually, he's not going to be able to kite very well. Oh, he's got a couple rear firing engines. Actually, might be able to kite okay. But look at all those missile launchers. That is crazy.
That's a very nice looking ship, and also forward firing missile launchers are quite deadly, I have to say.
Well, yeah,
because they just go,
they don't mess around. They just go right in.
And they just kabah, and point defense can not stop it. Well, not reliably.
That looks very nice. I'm going to keep my eye on this team because I just think that you've got one ship that just occupies their time as long as, unless they go after the other guy. And then you've got another ship that
actually, Rob, make your ship like $1 cheaper than mine, if that's even possible, or maybe like $100 cheaper than mine.
Okay.
And so that way, the enemy ships will prioritize mine. I'd hope, and so that way I can take the fire and you can go around the back.
Interesting. So they will prioritize the ship that's more expensive.
I believe so. They'll prioritize the ship with the highest deadliness, which is sort of kind of weapons and I believe health and strength and crew capacity. So yeah, it's very interesting. So yeah, but yes, once again we are cheating.
we're cheating in public, even in front of everybody. And I've even made my ship, so I'm looking at all the ships, and then I'm going to make my ship because, I'm going to design against everybody's design all at once. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be like a little transformer. Sometimes it'll be a kiter, sometimes it won't be. You won't even know. Here we go. Look at all those shields. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24 shields. Front forward-facing shields. Wow.
That is a rough night. that is very hard to get through.
But he's got no power up here, like no power for his second layer up front.
Yeah, but he has a massive bank of reactors. But indeed, the issue would be can he get enough power up there fast enough? Sorry.
Yeah, these ones at the top. There's no way he's going to be able to keep those supplied for very long. I don't think.
No.
But unfortunately, I would say I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I like how many shields he's got here, but I just don't know because all his weapon systems are up at the front. I think the ship is designed similar to what we were just talking about. I think the ship is designed to hold off the enemy. What's the cost of this one? This is number 8. I just want to see something. So the cannon house is 798,000, and the HR soccer is 786. So the enemy, see, this is where maybe that won't work for them. Whereas they'll focus on this guy, and then leave this guy alone. So I think that might be a mistake. I think if they focused on the guy with shields, like we were saying before. Yeah. Anyway, really interesting. He's got a bunch of large cannons on this sucker. This should be a really very simple design, but I like it.
How does this ship work? There's the command console. Okay, I was about to say, is this a splitter? How does this work? Because you can tell it's basically 2 functional ships.
Where's the command console? Hold on, I don't see it.
It's on the lift. It's in the middle of the lift.
Oh, okay. So he's got. I see.
So the control room, I suppose.
Control room. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Interesting. There's a lot of cannons on there. That's all I have to say.
I was about to say he even has rear firing. What are those? Large cannons.
Large cannons and a standard cannon, but he doesn't have any close ammunition.
Yeah. The ammunition will bite him in the butt then in that case, because the issue is that ammunition will be routed to the rear end instead of being routed to the proper place. So he'll actually, for the first couple of seconds of combat, unless his weapons are fully loaded up. No, they would be, of course. Of course, we're not tildering it. So that might actually be fine.
And because I didn't mention it, that was Spiky G and HR Soccer. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Nice. And here we've got just me and Zach. So Zach and his tournament ship, and just me 27. Now, yeah, these two guys definitely work together. That looks cool. Definitely. They look very similar, and they have the massive, gun wall. So this is taking, it's a cool Roco design. We're going to call it a cool Roco design when people do this. It's just a giant long ship with...
Brilliant. Yeah. Coining it now. Excellent.
Yeah, we're coining cool Roco as a cool Roco design. But...
people are trying to talk to me. Give me a second.
So when I look at this, I just see raw death in front of it. You do not want and with two of these ships, I don't know, like, how do you hold up against that kind of firepower? Because these are all standard cannons, and then he's got some large cannons on this one. 4 large cannons on this one. I just want to take a look at the ammo situation. Ammo actually might be okay for ammo. Maybe. I guess we'll see. I think when these banks of 2 might be too much for each one of these ammo things. I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. And he does have some defense on here, but these are primarily with some shields. But these are primarily just heavy hitter ships that just do enormous amounts of damage very quickly. And if they both target the same ship, that ship is just hooped. No matter what sits in front of them, that ship is just hooped. Yeah, it's very similar on this one too. Yep. But I like it. Cool Roco design.
I like it too. It looks very, very neat.
Between them, they're just going to inflict enormous amounts of damage, and it's going to make people cry. Okay, what we've all been waiting for, not really, is Will and Yandlier. So earlier on, we were talking about cheese. This is the epitome of cheesiness, and I have not decided fully if we're actually even going to allow these guys to move on in the tournament, win or lose.
Well, those aren't even functional, so I just stick them in, and they'll immediately lose, because in the end they'll just be torn to shreds. How would that even win?
This one is not functional, but I think Will. Oh no, he didn't. Oh, I think these guns will actually turn and shoot through here. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think they're functional. I think you're right. I mean, and if they're not functional, then they can't. I mean, they have to be able to shoot at the enemy. And with this little jagged thing, they're not going to be able to shoot through that. And
they might be able to.
However, this one they might be able to shoot through.
Oh, this one, yeah. I really like the fact that they talk to each other, and they figured out this crazy system of how to actually get their guns to shoot the enemy, which is super funny. that actually might be a brilliant tactic if it weren't so cheesy as hell. I really want to see how that works, just out of morbid curiosity.
I do, but I have to ask you a question, funny. Luke. When it comes down to that 3rd minute, and the enemy hasn't even worked through all of the armor, let alone all of those weapons.
Yeah.
What do we say about who wins that fight?
Well, the simple question is who actually has guns that make sense, and the answer will be not Yand or Will, and then they lose. Very simple. Doesn't matter.
So, in case you're wondering, for those of you that are looking at this going, I don't understand. So what they've done...
how the hell do those ships fly?
They can't
fly. They can't even move.
They're
how would they
bricks
be on
in
this
space.
battlefield?
This
Disqualified.
This is Will's version, Will and Yan's version of troll ships, essentially. So for those of you that are watching this going, I don't understand, what is the point of this? Well, okay, one of the rules is, after 3 minutes, each bout is going to be 3 minutes long at maximum. And after 3 minutes, if the battle hasn't been completely resolved by ships being completely obliterated, I've decided that we will determine the winner based on how many functional weapons are left on a ship. By functional. Meaning the weapons have to be able to fire. In other words, it has to be crew, there has to be power, there has to be ammunition, as well as a line of sight. There has to be a line of sight for that weapon to actually hit a ship. whether or not it can actually hit it through the line of sight, it currently has, because there's going to be situations where ships don't have any more engines, or they're going to be out of range, and they can no longer intercept each other. So, I decided, maybe foolhardily decided that, we'll just count the number of weapons left. So some of the creators here, like Will and Yand, have decided to just create ships that are just filled with weapons that can't be destroyed, so that after the end of 3 minutes, they automatically win the fight.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so we call this Limburger. Super cheesy, stinky, terrible, bacteria-filled, festering, moldy, maggot-filled cheese. And whether or not we're going to allow it, we're just going to decide that as we go. So anyway, there you go. There's Will and Yand.
It'll be a spur of the moment sort of thing. If those two ships actually manage to defeat their opponents, then fair enough. Then they've made effective chunks of trying to watch my language. Of rubbish, but if they don't, if the ships are just if Will and Yan's ships can't even do any damage, then they'll just get disqualified because those are useless ships. Anyway, now what the hell are those?
Okay, so here we have another situation with a little bit of cheese,
Okay,
but I don't really understand the point of this. Okay, so. Maybe he misunderstood the whole functional thing, and maybe that's what the situation is, or maybe he's expecting. So Mokic and Xeno 666. So Xeno 666, his ship is pretty standard. It's a nice kiter. It looks like
that actually looks really quite nice. Oh yes, he's done the little pattern he likes to do on the top of his ships.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really like it.
Super
Actually,
cool.
It looks really nice. It's got nice coloring. It's a nice brawler. I'd say it's more of a medium-sized brawler than a kiter. But it looks really nice. I like it. Let's take a quick look inside. Yeah, lots of armor,
and it actually looks like it'll be effective, which is very cool.
Yeah,
actually
I like
looks
it.
like it's going to work. Cool.
And his quote unquote partner has created basically another troll ship. But the thing is, I don't know if he understands that the guns have to be functional in order to win the fight. So the only way this is going to win a fight, based on our current rule set, if we allow it, is the enemy has to cut through all of this armor and make it so that those guns can actually shoot. Besides the fact, these guns will run out of ammo very quickly. So if they don't have ammo and they don't have power, they're not a functional gun.
Exactly.
So I don't know if he's caught on to that.
And also,
part.
I mean, how the hell would those guns shoot normally? There is no way for that ship to engage an enemy, let alone move. I mean, you have one tiny little, silly little thruster there, but it does nothing. So disqualified because it's not a real ship.
Well, as I was saying, if an enemy was able to shoot through all of this armor and actually get to a gun that's functional and have this left open, then technically that would be a functional gun. But that's still only one functional gun, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking.
Yeah, exactly. It would be only one functional gun. You're right. But beyond that, beyond the cheese, I mean, the thing is, we're logical human beings and we're in control of this damn tournament. So that type of completely willing cheese and horrible abuse of rules is just not fun. So no, that doesn't get to win anything. Anyway.
Well, we'll see how it goes. But I think maybe he misread the rules, because there's a lot of guns that just will not be functional there. So just in that, I mean, his other ship may still win the fight, and the other one may occupy the enemy long enough for him to win the fight. But I don't think he's going to win just based on number of guns. I just don't think that's going to happen with that fight, with those two. Unlike Will and Yand, who's really bending the rules and really pushing the limits of cheesiness. Okay, so here we go. We've got Nerp Self in Twin City and Pizza Frosh 8481. So these two, this one looks a little bit, what does that look like? Little Bentusi-like? No, it reminds me of something.
Some people are saying that it's probably just a ship to aggro the enemy, but I can understand that.
If it's just ship to aggro the enemy while he destroys the other ships, I think that's just wise. I don't actually frown upon that.
That is a legitimate tactic. Yes,
I think that's a legit tactic. I think that's a totally legit tactic.
What I'm saying is that on its own, it's not going to win. People, gentlemen in the chat, what we're saying is that if Xenos' ship is knocked out, and that ship is the only one remaining, and the enemy team somehow have less weapons than that one, okay? In that event, that troll ship on another that aggro ship, I'll now call it, in and of itself, will not be allowed to win because it literally cannot do anything, and the enemy will literally just be able to fly away from it in a battle scenario. So, in that sort of example, no, it would not.
I mean,
win
even
on
in
its
terms
own,
of functional weapons, it won't have functional weapons. All of its weapons will either be behind armor or not have any ammunition.
Yes. So the only way for that team to win is for Xenos to still be
actually
alive.
do the damage. Yes.
Yeah.
Even based on the rules, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, the
Otherwise,
only
they will
team
lose
that I've
simple.
seen so far that I would consider just saying they're not going to make it through the next round is Will and Yand. Because,
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah, because I think they've actually kind of got a little secret there, and I don't know if you saw it, that those, I think a lot of those weapons can fire at any given time on the one ship. And I think that's going to be a little bit of a cheaty thing when it comes right down to it, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Just before I do anything more with these guys, I just want to be sure that these ships, I don't know if these ships are big enough. Hold on. 8, 12. Oh yeah, 799 and 752. Okay, so this is Nerpself and Pizza Frosh. Nerpself has I'm not sure what this is.
Oh. Seems to be a little side layered shield structure. I like that. It's quite cool.
And he's got
lots of
conveyors.
beams.
Oh, I see. He's got the back and forth conveyors just going to his. That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, it is, definitely is. Although he could have just put his
them right up
reactors
against
closer.
yeah.
I mean, so
Although,
in the end, it almost seems.
I think the logic is that he doesn't want his reactors to get blown up too quickly. So if they're right up
True,
close,
very true. Very
so at
true.
least there's a little bit of a buffer in between them. I can kind of get that.
Yeah. The only issue is that if he were truly applying that logic,
he wouldn't have done this. Yeah.
Reactors on the side would not be there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
It's a big problem because if those things are right in the way of fire, if they get hit, they go nuclear. So it doesn't really help anyone.
So I mean,
but I can get it. I
can kind of see why he did this, but you're right. It doesn't make sense with the rest of them here because any one of these reactors go and it's game over for this ship pretty much. But anyway, interesting design. And then we have Pizza Frosh.
And that ship looks really cool. The Pizza Frosh.
Pizza Frosh. Yeah, I kind of like the design. It reminds me of something, and I can't remember what it reminds me of.
I like how certain parts of the ship are darkened so that you're not actually supposed to see it, which is quite neat.
Yeah, they're there, but he's just made it a darker color, so it makes it look like the ship design is actually like this. That's cool.
Yeah, which is that is brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, it's really smart. Really smart. And then it is also a beamer design, but this one, like, it's got the layered shields, which is really nice. But again, I'm kind of concerned because, okay, so here's the thing. So the reason he does layered shields is so that if the enemy gets through one set of shields, then he's got the next one, right? And we get through this one, he's still got to go through this one. But the problem is with this, he gets through the first one, that's fine. He's got the next one to go. But then if he gets through this one, he starts blowing up big chunks of the ship because of the reactor core is blowing. Now, on the bright side of that is that he doesn't have a lot of stuff going on this part of the ship. So if that does happen, at least when this reactor goes off, it's probably going to take out this chunk here and this chunk here. But when it gets down to this one, it's actually going to start taking out some of the core components. Like he's going to start taking out his missile manufacturing and stuff. But I do like the idea. I just think there might be I don't know. I like it.
And I notice, and I note that there are FTL things. So this seems like a campaign ship.
This is a campaign ship.
And also yes, the side-mounted shielding, very identical to their friends. I'm sure there was some collaboration there, which is quite interesting.
I'm sure. Anyway, interesting.
Very,
I'm
very
looking
cool.
forward to seeing them run tomorrow. That'll be fun. Okay, moving on. We're on to 13. Almost through all these. Oh, Camo 5. Ooh.
Is 13 just Camo 5?
Yes. Camo. Yeah, just
Leon.
Camo gets his own number. That's it.
Oh, brilliant.
No, Camo actually gets a partner. He's getting Lion. Or Lion? Lion as his partner. These two, I'm terrified of these two ships. I'm absolutely terrified of these two ships.
Well, it's Camo 5, so I mean, that's to be expected.
Interesting.
That ship actually looks really cool, actually. Camo actually made a nice looking ship. I'm amazed. Okay.
Usually Camo 5 ships don't look very good, and they're very functional.
It's got FTL on it?
What?
It's got FTL on it?
Camo, why is there
Camo
FTL
ship
on
has FTL on it?
Why does he have FTL on his ship? Camo?
That is amazing. Camo 5.
Are you in chat right now, Camo? What is going on?
No, we're looking at the wrong ship. Are we looking at the wrong ship? Are we looking at the wrong ship? Which one is... Camo 5.
This
No,
is
this is
Camo
Camo 5.
Yeah, this is Camo 5. This is one he
That's
sent me
super cool.
today.
Oh, Camo.
He's got
Camo.
3 FTLs
Camo.
on here. I don't understand.
Camo has impressed me. He's impressed me.
But why would he have FTLs on here? Like, Camo. I know he's building ships.
Maybe he's just not being a tryhard.
Really? maybe. I don't know. But it is a very nice looking ship. I'm really looking forward to it.
Holy shit. Okay.
Dane Jones in chat.
Give me a
Camo
second.
ship looks easy.
Rob, can I just... sorry. Rob, hello?
Yes?
Some group of kids is singing the national anthem a couple miles away at an incredible volume.
Like the South African national anthem?
Yes, the South, of course. That's
Well,
the only
I don't know.
national anthem down here.
Why? I was like, why are they singing the Canadian national anthem there? That's weird.
No. It was bizarre. It was like a whole mob of them, and they went.
Well, you're going to have to do us a favor later and sing it for us so that we all know what the South African national anthem is like. Sorry, you have to now. Well, not now. Not right this second. We'll wait until. That could be our sign off.
Okay, I'll sing it while my ship tears lightning to shreds.
Oh, that'll be wonderful. So, and here we've got Lion. So this is Camo 5's teammate, and he's of course gone the large cannon route using sporting 8 large cannons across the front. Oh my god, that's going to be just super painful. And double layered shields on the front and a couple on the side. Ooh, almost triple layered on this side. Interesting.
Very cool. Lots of fire suppressor and lots of crew. Very cool. All right, let's move on. We've already spent 2 hours at this.
Yes, sorry. We're almost done. We're almost done. We've just got a couple more to go here. So we've got T0.
I have people to entertain.
Okay, and you've got an anthem to sing here now. So all right, so we've got T0. T0 is the winner of
That's actually a cool ship.
Yeah, T0 is the winner of the last tournament. I like how he's got these structures set up. It looks like they're almost turning, like they're twisting to go to the next piece. I love it. That's very, very nice. So it is, of course, a rail kiter. It's a rail kiter. No.
That's very cool. That's quite cool. I like that.
I'm not sure what he's got going on there, but interesting. That'll be really neat to see tomorrow. And then, of course, we have... who is this?
Like a mushroom.
Dragon. Oh, dumb. Yeah, this is kind of a
Sorry. Anyway, moving on.
He's party in the front and business in the back. No, business in the front, party in the back. There we go. Business. Business in the front, party in the back.
We get it. Also, he seems to have a split structure set up, which is really neat. So if the front part of his ship goes nuclear,
yeah, that's what it looks like.
The back part can fly away and shoot. That's amazing. That's brilliant. I love it.
I never even noticed that. Is that ever cool?
That is super cool. I can applaud that.
So he's made a splitter design, but it still only has one control room. I'm really curious to see how that's going to work because I'm sure that'll split apart. And then he's got enough engines on this module for it to actually fly away and start shooting the enemy with beams. I love it. Oh, that is really cool.
The thing is that it could also probably function as an engine module in and of itself because it's back there. It has a pretty good positioning from the center of mass. It can turn that little thing on a dime probably. I'm interested.
Oh yeah, because because of the distance from the center of mass. Exactly. So here we go. We've got Coolman or Skellyman and Madrian. Ooh, look at those. Oh, man, nice. Those look sharp.
Yeah. They look very sharp, very stinging, very nice. I like that. I definitely like that. That's very nice.
That looks amazing. It kind of looks like a happy face.
Test rig 5. Test rig 5. I love that.
Yes. Madrian command test rig, and we've got Coolman Skellyman. Let's take a look. So it looks like a cool Roco design.
Yes, but yeah, basically a cool. Well, it doesn't have cannons. It has lasers and electron bolters, which is very cool. Heavy laser, heavy electron, lots of power storage with minimal reactors, but 6 reactors at the middle anyway. But still, he's primarily relying on power storage instead of actual reactors, which is very interesting.
It is
got a lot of shields. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
No. I was going to say that is interesting. I just don't know how long that will hold up with all those shield generators.
I think it might actually hold up longer than we expected, which is interesting. I mean, he does have 3 of those. He does have 3 banks in a row, but yes, it will get drained rapidly, especially with all the weapons. So okay, very cool, and they do look really nice. I love the color scheme. They're actually is that Decepticon or like Transformer?
And that's what I was saying. It looked like a face. It looks a little bit like it does look like a Decepticon or an Autobot.
Super cool. I
More
love it.
Decepticon. It looks more Decepticon. That looks really neat.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
looks super
Okay.
cool. Yeah, I love it. And this guy is, of course. Oh, look at all these Electrobolts. Look at them all.
Heavy electron bolters, heavy ion cannons. No other direct fire weapons, though. Very interesting choice.
What?
I think he might just. I think he's actually. I'm pretty sure that he that Madrid is going to be the shield dropper.
The target.
And then. Well, the target and the shield dropper, and the other guy is going to be the damage dealer, which is very interesting. I like that. It's very cool.
Yeah,
and
so,
also,
I mean,
lots of reactors. Sorry, go on.
If what you say is correct about the enemy targeting the largest ship or the most dangerous ship, then it'll target this ship first.
Well, the ship with the most sort of basically the ship with the most weapons is how you basically.
Okay, so then it wouldn't focus.
I'm not
on
going to
this,
go
it
into
would focus-
detail.
Right, there's a lot there. All right, so interesting. I love
speed. Okay, good. Let's move on. So at 15. Oh wait, the next one is literally us.
The Lap-Ups now and Deluxe. So I will bring both of our ships out.
Oh, okay. Is yours done? I thought you weren't going to show yours.
Hold on. No. We're going to build it. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not going to build it. I will show you what I was working on. Oh, I might have actually deleted it. Oh, no, because I deleted this directory. Oh, no, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I deleted it. That's fine. I'll start over.
Well,
balls.
Quick question, Rob. Have you cleared your recycle bin lately?
Yes, actually, yes. I just did it last night. That's fine. I've got a base version.
Victory, Rob. When? No.
I actually just cleared my recycle bin last night because I was clearing up some room for videos and stuff. That's okay. It's okay. I really only built kind of a shell, so that's fine. So here we've got I don't know who this is. Some strange. I don't know. He enters
some
these
weird guy.
It's got a
Yeah. It seems to be of the LSN. It's called the Civil Real, and basically it's a sort of like seems to have some shield generators, some lighter reactor compared to other ships. Got some very interesting sort of centralized. Oh gosh, are you? What's going on now?
Oh, sorry. Please continue your commentation. I am actually grabbing something.
That's perfectly fine. We're gonna go smack lightning about the head now, violently. Shame lightning. Okay. So basically, I designed the ship to be just a sort of melee ship with some heavy armor, with some decent shielding. The shielding might not be as thick as some other craft, but it's sort of it'll hold up okay-ish. It's got some decently thick armor at the front, like I said. It is, look, it's superior Leporian design. And it has some sufficient engines, and it has a few missile launchers and some weapons at the back, sort of to protect against flanking. But no, it's one of my most effective designs so far, actually. I've versed it against literally all of my other ships, and it's wrecked most of them, except one of them, which I've sent to Rob now, which is the Halmardi, which unfortunately I'm too late to actually replace the Civil Real with. But the Halmardi is sort of it's a missile ship. You'll see it in a moment. And there's also the other one, which is too OP.
Yeah, can you send the other one to Discord? I don't know where Skype saves the ship. Like, I don't know. Like, really? I clicked on the ship here in Skype, and it just did a little thing, and I don't know where it saved it. So if you could just drop it into Discord, that would be great.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. I apologize for the inconvenience. All right. And then we're going to destroy Lightning Ship to send us off today.
I love that. I'm happy with that. Okay, I've sent it to you. Over the Discord, I believe. Have I? It's sent. Now, there we go.
Okay. Sorry about the inconvenience here, Laps. So, to send us off today, we've decided we are going to have Laps' ships destroy Lightning Ship because it is such an abomination and needs to be sent back to the underworld. So,
shame, Lightning.
Sorry, Lightning. And to make sure that happens, we're going to do 2-on-1. All right.
Wait, what? The Civil. Oh my.
Okay.
It might be a little crazy, but okay. There's one ship that was just there to make sure that
how big are these ships, by the way?
The one on the left is to make sure that lightning dies, and the one on the right is to see if lightning dies.
Ooh, holy crap. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Look at all that firepower. Look at all those missile launchers, man. Holy crap. Okay, and then Lightning. Sorry, Lightning. Just give me a second. We're going to take a look at the other ship here, but I'm going to get Lightning out. Actually, we'll just go 24. Oh. Do I not have Lightning in my list?
Lightning ran. Lightning ran. Even his designs need to run. I don't know. Can't you just go grab Lightning from the...
No, I got it.
Oh, there you go.
I got it. Okay, Lightning.
I feel like this is going to be a very, very sad battle.
Let's take a look at Laps's other ship. So this, oh yes, it's a heavy missile cruiser. Oh, look at that. I like the way the armor sits. I love that. I think that's great. See, this is what I was talking about. Having the shields behind the armor is just brilliant. That's so smart. It's just doubling up, and it's just making sure that nothing ever gets through there ever. I love it. That is great.
Indeed. Yeah,
really like
yeah.
that.
So say hello to the Halmardi, which is basically my frontal missile, my missile melee ship, which is just super silly. The idea is that it sort of just kills things effectively. Is Lightning ship on
what?
No oh, we're paused. That explains it.
Yeah. So, Luke, as we go out today, would you like to sing us the South African what's it called? The
South African national anthem.
National anthem, please. That would be absolutely delightful.
Okay, I'm not going to sing it well. I'm just going to kind of half glibly say it. Yeah. So, geez, like how does the front part go? It's in 3 languages, so it's Xhosa, then Afrikaans, then English. So it's Nkosi Sikeleli. Africa, either way, I can't remember the first part, but she's like, do I really have to pull up for my own damn national anthem? She's like, I feel like I'm a failure.
Oh my god. Okay. Huh.
I can't remember it under pressure. Be quiet.
Oh my god.
Be silent, or my megacraft will annihilate you.
I added another Lightning ship down here just to make it a little bit more fair. Not that it was fair at all. You are absolutely crushing that abomination.
That is beautiful, I have to say. God. And that ship, and that mega ship isn't even optimized yet. It's beautiful. It's actually genuinely beautiful. Where is my national? It goes. Okay. There we go. No, I had it completely right. I started on the wrong note. Nkosi sikaleli Africa mano pakoniso unoayo izwe mitando so yetu kozi sikalela lightning just got nuked to hell. Tina lusafowayo morena buluka sechapa sa Jesu ufedise ditwele mchwenya hu usubolokwe usibuluke sichaba sa so Jesu sichaba sa South Africa. I'm singing it much faster than it should be.
I had no
idea. It's not done yet.
Oh, okay. By the way, you're destroying your own ship.
Okay, that's completely fine. I noticed. Die blauw van onze hemel, die liefde van ons hier. Oor hier gebergd is waar die grenzen antwoord gee. Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in Laporia, our land. She's like okay. Anyway,
apparently I've got too much stuff going on here because my computer is like, I can't stream, I can't do all of this stuff all at once. But it's really interesting. I just thought I'd pit your own ship against each other.
As long as I never need to sing that again.
That was amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, Laps. That was wonderful. Yay! Everybody give Laps a round of applause for singing his national anthem. That is absolutely wonderful.
Now I feel patronized.
Stop patronizing me with your patronization.
By the way, I hope you're enjoying the just missileic Armageddon.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today and joining Laps today for this preview for what's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is the actual main event. Now, if you would like to vote, keep in mind all of the ships that we showed you today are up for another prize. They can actually win a prize for the Sui Generis Award, which is the ship that is the most attractive or most unique looking. And what Mugen just pointed out, or what Mugen just put into the channel, is the link for the straw poll for that, so you can go and vote on which ship you think looks the best. The ships you're looking at right now are Laps' ships, and they do not count. But Laps does have a ship in the event as well. I don't know if you guys remember that one, but anyway, so please vote on that.
I don't know if you remember that one.
Well, I mean, because they're looking at these, because they're looking at all of these massive Laps ships, so they might not remember the other ship. Hold on, so I'll maybe put that up here. So
it's right. No, it doesn't
so they don't
matter.
get them confused. There's Laps' ship. We're gonna have it get destroyed as well. So here we go.
Just set everything on Barbarian. It'll be brilliant.
Yes, so be sure to vote, because the person that wins that will also win a random Steam game key, which will be delivered to them in about a week's time after all of the votes are in. And yeah, so make sure to join us tomorrow for the main event, where we're going to pit all of these ships against each other. It's going to be absolutely epic, and I cannot wait to see who actually ends up on top. And we're going to get to see a little bit of cheese, which will be interesting and make us, cringe a little bit, but I think it'll be entertaining. And also, thank you very much to my co-host for joining me today. Lapap's now, you're absolutely delightful and always a joy to have along the ride. And
I feel like I've made a massive fool out of myself.
How so, Laps? We're destroying your ships. Oh,
care.
Because you sang? I loved it. It was great. I would sing "Oh Canada,"
stop
but
saying that. Stop saying it.
I feel like now if I sing "Oh Canada" to you, it has to be in French.
Sing on Canada.
No, not in French. I can't.
I'll sign out.
No,
and until next time, everybody.
No.
Canada
Wait. Before you say that, Laps, because I always forget to actually say this. Laps, if somebody really wanted to see more of you, like if they were like, oh my god, I am absolutely madly in love with the voice of this South African.
That could be badly interpreted.
Yes.
I mean, anyway.
If I really like that Laps guy, where do I get a hold of him? No. And if that was the case, where would they go to do that?
I have a YouTube channel. I do reassembly and other fun stuff. You can go find it linked to in Rob's thingamabob, or you could just Google Lapsap now. Surprisingly, there's only one of me. Google Lapsap now, that's all you find, because I am its sole commander. Anyway,
yes.
By the way, we should usually, I think, Rob, if we ever, when we get other co-hosts and people on here, and they have YouTube channels, I think we should say that at the beginning, because I think by now most people have left and have forgotten to actually hear about
you're
YouTube.
absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So, yeah. Next time, for sure, we will make sure that we present that information. And, well, a lot of times we do community stuff, and sometimes people have YouTube channels, and I think we should be bringing that up as well,
But honestly, it feels like the right time to say it at the end, honestly. I have to agree.
It feels like the right time to say it at the end, but I think it needs to be presented at the beginning, because that's when the most people are generally watching and most in tune. So I totally agree with you. Next time, yeah. So if we could please go back in time. Okay, re-roll. Do it again. Do it all over.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Re-roll.
Yes, Mugen, please go ahead and post it. Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and post Laps' channel. I think Laps deserves more credit for what he does. He's quite entertaining to watch, and he'll sing you to sleep, which he does for me sometimes. I know that sounds creepy, but sometimes I put on Laps now.
Incredibly creepy.
It is incredibly creepy.
Right,
my wife is like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just putting on some Laps now." Isn't that like Luke? Yeah, I like to fall asleep to him. He's got this delightful voice, and he sings. It's so beautiful. But anyway,
I'm creeped out. Somebody help me.
Oh, it's much worse than you think. No, it's not. It's not really. It's not really. Anyway, Luke, would you like to sign us out?
All right, fun times over. I would love to sign you up, but first you need to sing "Oh Canada."
I will sing "Oh Canada" to sign us out tomorrow. I will sing "Oh Canada" to sign us out tomorrow. I will.
I feel like you're hoping I'm going to forget.
I know you're going to forget. I know it.
Everybody, put it in all the Discord channels.
No. I will sing tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm not crossing my fingers. I will sing tomorrow.
All right, Rob.
Lightning JC does Deluks know "Oh Canada"?
Well, I literally just Google my own damn national anthem because I couldn't remember how it started.
Well, yours
From
is
there
in a
on,
different language. Yours is in a different language. It's okay that you forgot yours.
It's in 5 languages. It's in Xhosa, Zulu, Xhosa, Zulu, Sesotho, however the hell you pronounce that, and Afrikaans, and of course English. En ja, ek kan 'n bietjie van Afrikaans praat, want dis nie goed nie. Dis 'n bietjie mal. This is no. Basically, what I just said is I can speak a little bit of Afrikaans, but I can't say it well. I say it kind of madly. It's not very good. But ja, my Afrikaans is 'n bietjie mal, so. Wat kan ek sê? Mooi, reg. So
it's actually in 5 different languages? That is crazy.
It's actually in 5 different languages.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts. Wow.
Van môre meneers en juffrouws. Tot ziens.
Yes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Absolutely wonderful. You've forgotten everything that we've talked about in the last 10 minutes. So tomorrow we will be doing this. We'll be starting at about 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time or 5 p.m. GMT and 7 p.m. South African Standard Time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
7 p.m. So that's SAST basically.
Because we know many people actually, use South African, especially like there's Russians. There is Russians that use South African time, so we know this for a fact. Yes. So just
I know that. I believe the Israelis also use South African Standard Time. I believe that there are places near Sweden that use South African. No, Sweden uses South African Standard Time as well. As you can see, South Africa, it stretches across the entire world, obviously. I believe there are places near Egypt that also use South African Standard Time. I believe there are also places. Yes. Anyway, moving on.
All right.
So until. Okay, let's end this madness. I need to go. So, Rob, would you like to sign us out?
No, I would like you to sign us out because you are the master at signing us out.
Jeez. Okay. Wait, Laps, you were at 580 subs a minute ago. You're at 581 subs now. I subscribe.
That is amazing. It's awesome. Yay! Laps got a subscriber. Yay!
I actually, whenever I get a new subscriber, I get the email notification of someone has subscribed to you, and I always archive those. Just so you all know.
Once upon a time, when I first started, I would actually, if somebody would subscribe to me, I'd get so excited. I'd go and I'd look at them. I'd look at their channel. I'd go check out their Google Plus. I'd be like, oh yeah, all that stuff. Now I shuffle it to the side. There's just so much that people subscribing and unsubscribing and then subscribing again. There's a lot of back and forth. So I don't do that anymore because it would take me. I would be like, I still get excited when people subscribe. Of course I do, but it can't keep track of the people coming and going
no, of
now.
Course.
So.
No, of course, I cherish these early moments.
Yes,
being able to actually look in my email inbox and not have my eyesight explode. Brilliant. So until next time, everybody. Cheery, Rio.
Thanks, Laps.